retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 11. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 10.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, não deixem de visitar nossa loja oficial, com souvenirs da partida de hoje já à venda.
Can you believe that? 3-0 up, man. It's 3-0 up against Liam LFC. Oh, what do you expect? A fucking scouser giving up. Liam LFC for life. 24. Come on, man. Fucking fair and square. Play the game. You give up. Don't deserve to be in this fucking league. Wish I could turn this fucking music. Absolutely battered him, man. Torn him open.
It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We have already started here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here. An early chance, their first of the game.
Son Heung-min clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Camavinga. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Foden. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any error.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Kane. Aims beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Kane. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Messi with a real chance here. Messi! And this is Kane, and he's lost his man here. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No, that's been intercepted. Camavinga. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rodri. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Takes the shot! Just off target.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Taken back almost at once. Foden. Foden is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Jimenez. He is through here. Ambitious ball here. And the ball is out of play. It's Kane! Oh, it's there! Oh, huge goal, massive goal. They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Vitinha bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Marquinhos. Roberto Carlos. Foden. And it's Rodri. And Alexander-Arnold. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Akanji gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? That has ended up in no man's land.
There will be 3 minutes
Caicedo.
at time.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Foden. Out to the right. Nicely intercepted. Jimenez. And there's the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And a quick announcement for the
That's been a
benefit of
decent
anybody who was
45
down
minutes.
the field
Competitive,
a little
certainly,
today.
and a goal
Please
each.
look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium. Substitution.
So once again, we're underway. That'll be a throw-in. Knocks it into space. And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. That could spell trouble. He might be in here. Great chance! There it is! Incredible! They have found their way out of a corner and landed a big blow of their own. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bruno Fernandes. That's going right the way across. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Roberto Carlos. And that's a throw-in. That is good strength. Crosses it in here. That's a decent clearance.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Koundé gets across and deals with it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Kane. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the referee has done well here. He's pulled him to one side, he's told him what's what, and hopefully he'll behave himself from now on.
Jimenez. And it's been given away.
The attendance for
That's
this
a foul,
match
no
was
two ways about it.
72,306.
Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, there may be some
Dirty
scope
cunt.
for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it.
He's fucking quit.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
It's cool as fuck. He's a dirty cunt. See, he's got good things about him. Sounds like another fucking quitter.
There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Some of the greatest to have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Alexander-Arnold. Koundé. He's found a way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Foden. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Saliba going full tilt down the left. Olise, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Driving on and making good progress. And he's found a way past. He's having a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
No way through. Oh, shot a goal! He scored! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Could be danger here. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather
What was
wayward.
that?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, red, nice interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Driving forward. Olise. To Bruno Fernandes. And it's Roberto Carlos. Messi powering forward here. He is through here. And it's lofted, bullish header! No, not the best of headers. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Chance here to counter. Foden. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, nicely intercepted. Swung over. And he's lost his man here. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And they win it back again. Now it's Hazard. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has not gone well. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodri, he shifted it to the flank. Now it's Foden. Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos finds himself offside. Fernandez. Romero. Hazard. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the...
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Teremos minuto de
Serginho
acréscimo.
is looking to influence the game from out wide. Deep into stoppage time. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Hazard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened? Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he skips past his man. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Roberto Carlos looking to play it into the box. Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe! And he thumps it clear. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Serginho. Not the most accurate pass. That has been slung wide. Olise. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Looking to play, and he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Romero.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That pass isn't the best. Mbappe. Great vision. That has ended up in no man's land. Time and again they are repelled. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mbappe. Mbappe hurtling down that right flank. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And no, that was never going to make it. Marquinhos.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
Messi
13
is behind this one.
sai para a entrada do jogo.
Terrific header!
Camisa 8.
He will be livid with himself. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And it's been taken short. And it's made its way to him. Nice interception, well timed. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Messi. Marquinhos proves too strong.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 19. Camisa 18. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11. Camisa 15. Substituição em andamento.
So there's going to be another change here. Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Out for a throw.
Teremos uma substituição.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Locatelli promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass somewhat off target. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. McAllister. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Haaland. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he cuts out the supply. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Serginho. Can he get on the end of this? And this is... and the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
That's good running with the ball. Locatelli. Now Romero. Tries to play it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Manuel. Vanderson cuts out the pass.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de
Now it's
acréscimo.
Haaland. Threads one in. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh no, this does not look good. He's had a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
As if 3 weren't enough. It's clean! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And already we're underway here. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Roberto Carlos. Here's Rodri. Bruno Fernandes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now Foden. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Messi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Tell. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to pass it through. Nicely worked. And he gets rid in a hurry. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rashford. Neither side yet able to find the net. Foden. Rodri. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Alexander-Arnold. Foden. It's Roberto Carlos. Vitinha. And it's Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played. Casemiro getting this one clear. Olise. Now Foden. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Olise. Here's Rodri. And it's Marquinhos. Foden. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that's a fine interception. Casemiro. That's Rijkaard. Alexander-Arnold. That is ended up in no man's land. Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a little off target. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Messi. Marquinhos producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Played back in. Threads one in. There's no flag. Elise's cross. He gets big. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Destinadas a recoger sus donativos para nuestra campaña solidaria en favor de los más necesitados.
And we're off again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Rodri. Foden. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Alexander-Arnold. To Bruno Fernandes. Foden. For Olise. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Casemiro. And it's Rijkaard. For Messi. Now it's Tell. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Rudiger. Olise. Oh, this is a very good run. Aims beyond the defence. Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Vitinha. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
Casemiro, that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Kane. Now it's Olise. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Tell. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Rijkaard. Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. That is good strength. A header! Oh, what has happened here? Swings in and again! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
DiMarco kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out to the right, and it's Messi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, no joy this time. Oh, they could be caught out here. Just the keeper to beat. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very leggy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a shade optimistic. Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. DiMarco. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Caicedo. Olise, who's set up 1 goal so far. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold. Olise. 4 added minutes on the board. Floated through. He's got away. He's found some space. A couple of changes then in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
DiMarco. Rijkaard. And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Kane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
En varios puntos del estadio.